Hey guys, or should I say this time, what's up? You see it already on the thumbnail. I want to talk with you about the 2000s, aka the best time period for absolutely anything. With 2025, we already finished 1/4 of a century, and many of us who were born in the millennium feel the hammer of nostalgia right in our faces.
A nice way to say we are getting old, am I right?
Jokes aside, I had level 24 this year and I wanted to make a video where I talk about my favorite band, better find my childhood, and still entertain me in the same way. I'm sure a lot of you will resonate with me. Let's go with the video!
For my Valentine.
Unbelievable you date someone who doesn't know what comes after that intro. I first listened to Bullet in a high-speed chase in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Both chases hit differently even today. Hand of Blood was played in the game and it instantly caught my teenage heart, which was sick and tired of mainstream pop in the radio and 80s music from my parents. I mean it, they looped Bohemian Rhapsody all day long to the point where it was absolute torture to my ears. Bullet is fast, extremely stylish with the old school rocker vibe, and with their catchy kick-ass riff, everyone is able to sing along to their songs. I saw it with my own eyes February 2024 in my hometown Berlin. Everyone at the show was able to sing 90% of their current set list back then. That's incredible. Next up is another great band, and I'm sure every one of you will know this riff. It's amazing how every casual music listener thinks they never heard of a band before, but suddenly the main riff of Last Resort plays and everyone is like, ah, you mean that band? Yeah, sorry, I never look at the artist's name when I listen to music. Which triggers me hard when someone confesses they don't care about the artist's name, but anyway, another personal issue I can discuss with my therapist. The song that made me dive deep into the albums was Still Swinging, featured in Saints Row 4. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is a game where you're playing as an agent who sails the world from a probably atomic rocket and suddenly becomes the president of the USA. The country is invaded by aliens, they take humanity hostage and put them into the Matrix, which is also set up as a video game you can hack, becoming an unstoppable force of destruction that dominates everything.
Shouldn't have fucked with the president!
Pretty simple, right? The things I played as a kid. What I like the most about Papa Roach is their fearless approach to trends and media in general. No matter if it's rock, rap, electro, they took every single style or trend in music and implemented it into their own style. Even with a new platform like TikTok, they don't see threats, just talented music enjoyers, and even collaborate with them, like they did with Darius Johnson to transform Last Resort to a trap metal song. On top of that, they take their role as role models extremely serious, using their reach to draw attention to things like mass shootings in America or to raise awareness about depression with the song Leave a Light On and Talk Away the Dark. 2 days ago I saw them live and it was absolutely amazing. The crowd was so incredible, the mosh pit was intense, the crowd control from Jacoby Shadix was just unbelievable. Listening to Papa Roach feels like coming down to earth and feeling grounded again, while also being encouraged to take responsibility for your life and live it to the fullest. I remember when I finished high school and wanted to study music, but I couldn't because we didn't have the resources to send me to university. I didn't know anything about our finances at this point, except that I was free to do what I wanted to do, so hearing this was extremely hard. It was a punch of the gut. Yeah, it was a punch of the gut. So I listened a lot to Papa Roach music and it's helped me a lot to get through this time of my life. If you're going through something similar, let me tell you something, it will get better. There will always be better times after a tough one. Now we come to my absolute favorite band of all time, which will never change until the day I die. Grace. This band is literally the reason why I wanted to start writing my own music. 3 Days Grace isn't as fast as Bullets or energy driven as Papa Roach, but their songs are extremely emotional. I found them after my first girlfriend broke up with me, and their music helped me to accept letting her go and keep moving forward with my life. Maybe it sounds like a typical teenage drama, which it was, but with the rise of social media, the way how people break up has changed dramatically. That's right, folks, I got dumped via text message.
Oh my god!
But let's be serious. If you are someone who has no one to understand you, like a sibling or an experienced friend, you're pretty much alone at that point. Especially men have a hard time facing the shift in masculinity because it's not clearly defined anymore. Sadly, the lack of modern role models has led us to people like Andrew Tate. So I'm glad music like 3 Days Grace exists at this point. Sometimes just a lyric from a song can heal a broken heart better than a whole conversation with a friend. I mean, it even gets to the point where they have saved lives with their music. At least according to the comments on YouTube under their music videos for 1X. And now, the original lead singer Adam Gontier is back together with the current vocalist Matt Waltz. And with this setup, I'm just hyped. Adam's songs were always more emotional and Matt's songs were more powerful. Together, they have both. And if they ever visit us in Germany, I will probably have a heart attack. I'll be honest with you guys, if I ever see Animal I've Become live, I can die in peace. Alright, those bands defined my childhood. As you can see, my connection to them is pretty strong. Obvious, I grew up with them, but all of them started as small independent artists who had to establish themselves first. Sadly, our world still sees music as something unnecessary with no value or impact. For most people, it's just nice to have. We witnessed this in the pandemic. Artists were one of the groups who suffered the most during that time. Most of them left their career, their dream behind. Music builds culture, communities, and yes, even saves lives. And we should start to give it the acknowledgement that it deserves for what it does. So if we see someone on the streets, at events, or on the internet, listen to them, and if you like how it sounds, let them know with a follow, with a coin, or feedback. Trust me, they will be very grateful for it. That's it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite band is. We see us in the next video. Bye!